Hey hi everyone, it's been 5 years since I've made a Haikyuu text video. OMG, it feels weird saying this, but like, hell yeah. Anyway, there are lots of mistakes. My phone keep correcting this shit sobbing, but it's a Sakuatsu one shot. I Haikyuu miss them like I can't do this no more anyway, enjoy. 13 AM. In Atsumu and Sakusa's DMs. Omi, Kiyumi is online. I regret giving you my number. That's hurtful. Achu, it's 2 AM. And yet here you are. Because if I ignore you, you'll call me anyway. Correct. What do you want? Atsumu stared at the screen. He's right. What did he want? The usual easy grin wasn't there. The apartment felt too quiet, too empty. Nothing. A small pause before Sakusa started typing again. What's wrong? Wow. You can tell from one text. You've sent 7 messages in under a minute. You're upset. Atsumu sighed. Damn him. Damn Sakusa and his annoying ability to notice things. Had a rough day. Volleyball. Everything. That's not an answer. Yeah, so difficult. Atsumu. Atsumu dropped onto his couch. His chest felt heavy. The interview after practice. The criticism. The expectations. The feeling that no matter how much he did, somebody always wanted more. Ever feel like no matter what you do it's not enough? There was a longer pause. Then, yes. Atsumu blinked. Oh. Contrary to popular belief, I'm human. Debatable. Keep talking. Atsumu smiled despite himself. Just tired. Tired of always having to be Mia Atsumu. Why no? Always gotta be loud. Confident. Gotta have some smart answer ready. Gets exhausting. For several seconds there was nothing. Then, you don't have to do that with me, Achu. Atsumu's throat tightened. Damn him. Again. That's disgustingly sweet. Don't make me block you. Red heart. Stop. Make me. I'm outside. Atsumu sat upright. What? Yeah, what? Open the door. Omi, what the hell? Door. When Atsumu opened it, Sakusa stood there holding a convenience store bag and looking mildly annoyed. In real life, ye drove all the way here? You sounded bad. Over text? Never mind. But that's how I knew. Assume blinked looking at Sakura. Then he burst out laughing. That's insane. It worked, no? Fair. Sakusa stepped inside. His eyes immediately found Atsumu. Checking. Scanning. Making sure he was actually okay. Atsumu noticed. He always noticed. Even when Sakusa thought he was subtle. Quit looking at me like that, Omi. Like what? Like your assassin damage. I am. Rude. Are you hurt? The question came so quickly Atsumu froze. Not physically, emotionally, mentally, just tired. Sakusa seemed to understand anyway. His expression softened. Just slightly. Only slightly. Come here. Atsumu raised an eyebrow. Bossy. Come here. The second time sounded less like an order and more like concern. A dangerous combination. Atsumu walked over. Immediately regretted it. Because Sakusa reached out and pulled him close. One arm around his waist. Firm. Secure. No hesitation. Atsumu buried his face in Sakusa's shoulder. Missed me? No. Double quote. La. A pause. Then. A little. Atsumu grinned. There he is. Don't. Yeah, cute. I'm leaving. Ye literally just got here. Sakusa sighed dramatically. Atsumu laughed against his shoulder. For the first time all day. The pressure eased. A little. Just enough. Sakusa's hand settled at the back of his neck. A quiet touch. Protective. Grounding. Never demanding. Never controlling. Just there. A reminder. I've got you. Even if he never said the words. Atsumu lifted his head. Their faces were close. Thanks. For what? Common. Sakusa looked at him for a moment. Long enough to make Atsumu's heartbeat trip over itself. Then he reached up and brushed a thumb across Atsumu's cheek. Simple. Gentle. Devastating. You don't have to carry everything alone, acts. Atsumu's smile turned softer. Smaller. The real one. The one hardly anybody got to see. Sakusa noticed immediately. Of course he did. And something possessive flickered behind his eyes. Not ownership. Not control. Just the selfish desire to keep that smile safe. to be the person who got to see it, to protect it. Atsumu laughed quietly. What? Nothing. Yes, Eren. I know. Atsumu felt heat crawl up his neck. Yeah, being weird. So are you. Fair. Neither moved away. Neither seemed interested in moving away. Eventually Atsumu nudged their noses together, a stupid grin spreading across his face. Sakusa looked entirely unimpressed, which made Atsumu grin wider. God. You love me. I tolerate you. Same thing. Sakusa rolled his eyes, but his hand never left the back of Atsumu's neck, and when Atsumu leaned closer, Sakusa met him halfway. Quiet. Certain. Like he always did. Like he always would.